Hi guys, this is Amanda Black and you tuned into Kaslam TV.
Sketchy bongo. Forgetting about you is something I should think about doing soon. Building a house in my head is something I just usually do. I got a mansion with a pool. I'm loving it.
Yeah. The motivation for me is them telling me what I could not be. I'm so ambitious. Yeah, you probably know that tune, but hey, Mnangwazi cool. Speaking of being ambitious, Mpete ambitious own royalty right here. Amanda Black, welcome.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Good, how are you?
Sharp. First things first, congratulations on an album that's doing so well. Yeah. Before all of that, there was the idols. I mean, just take us there, the journey and the experience and the lessons from the idols.
Well, it was an incredible experience, man. I learned a lot about what kind of artist that I am, what kind of artist that I want to be. And obviously, I learned how to deal, social media is a big part of idols.
Yeah.
So I had to learn, I learned how it works, how, the power it has.
Sure.
So I learned a lot about that. It was an incredible experience, man. I mean, I'm on TV every Sunday.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
Obviously the negative side of it, or the kind of heavy side of it, is the waiting, crossing fingers every week to see if people voted for you.
That's the excitement for Tina, isn't it?
No. You guys are excited. We're nervous and worried until Bizuka Malako. So yeah. But all in all, man, it's a big part of my journey. Really.
Sure. And everybody enters a competition, I hope in Basel.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And then disappointment when you don't.
Yeah. But I think it's a matter of perspective. Do you see yourself, okay, I did well, where can I go from now? So when I was at Amanda Black, after the competition, sitting at home, what were your first thoughts in terms of moving forward?
Well, idols for me was, especially I've entered it like 2 times before. So this time I had finished studying music, and I've always wanted a career in music. So for me, when I didn't make it, when I didn't win idols, I was like, okay, fine, that's not the way that I'm supposed to go. So okay, I must find other avenues of how I'll first because I've always wanted this career. So it was a part of it. So it wasn't the end goal. So I didn't look at idols and say, man, if I win idols, my dreams will come true. It's going to be for me a platform. So when I didn't win, it was, ouch, cool.
Yeah.
So which other avenue can I use for me to get to where I want to be? So for me, it was motivating. As much as obviously I was disappointed, but at the same time I was like, okay, cool. I got to do check. What did it do for me? Got there, people knew that I sing. There's a girl called Amanda that sings.
Yeah. That's
great. That's points for me. And then so it was motivation for me then.
Okay. Now from idols to ambitious, how did you become ambitious?
Well, I moved to Johannesburg in 2016. That's when I did the big move. A big move by leaving Eastern Cape, going to pursue my dreams, the movie things, I got to Joburg, I was pretty much pushing myself for like 5 months, trying to understand the business, or obviously the artist side of it, with getting gigs, calling people, hey man, and she want me to come perform at you, what. Yeah, well, and then around about May is when I got contacted by Ambitiouz, and they were like, hey, we want to discuss what you'd like to do with the music. And I was like, whoa, really? Okay. And then 2 weeks later, got contracts, and then I moved to Ambitiouz.
So basically they headhunted you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to use that word, but they did. They did, man, they did. Initially, I wasn't a person that wanted to sign because you know, back home, you know, people coming back from China, your brother said, yo, bruh, people will rob you, so and then this is what happened to them. So I mean, as a young artist, especially as a woman, as a girl, you're like, yo, you know, you get scared of those things.
Okay.
So I wasn't intending to, but then I think for me, I made a great choice by signing or moving or working with Ambitiouz. So I made that decision, man. Because it was a great decision. Look at me now.
Chris Brown swag right there. Yeah. Now you're at Ambitiouz now. Amazulu, doing pretty well. Like, what was the process of doing that album?
Yo, that album, man, is packed with emotions. For me, man, the album is an expression. Obviously, it's the beginning. So it's the debut album. So it's the beginning of the artist Amanda Black. It's the beginning of, you know, what kind of music that I'm doing. It's the beginning of my storytelling. You know, so Amazulu is a journey song. The song itself, it talks about where I come from with music, and I always say that it's about the relationship between me and music and my life and my love life. Everything is in my family. Everything is in that song for me. So it talks about where I've been through when I decided to do music, when I was growing up. All of that I put into one song. Sort of all my emotions I've ever felt. You know, everything that I was going through, I put in that song, and I'm like. It talks about drifting, me losing myself. But the big thing, obviously, which gets a lot of people, is the chorus, where it's sort of like a release. I'm done feeling this way. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to feel sad or whatever anybody's going through. For me, obviously, it was sad, fear, self-doubt, and all those other emotions that I've had to go through. You know, so I put them all in there, man. And then the song, obviously, now it's a story, so it takes you, and it's a triumph song. So yeah, you feel sad in the beginning of the song, you're like, I'm drifting, and then it takes you to the end where you're like, no matter what people are saying to me, no matter, you know, the negative things that are surrounding me, you're like, I'm a winner.
Now, the album is doing well, as I said. What's the next move? Is there another album? Is it a tour?
Well, the album is only 4 months old. I can't believe it. People are like, yeah, so you put a mini album. I'm like, no.
When Future released 2 albums in 2 weeks, so maybe.
Future's been we can't, come on, man. You know, so it's my debut album. Obviously, I don't want to disturb it with another album. You know, there's a lot of people still out there, they still don't know the album. So for me, I can't wait to get it to those people that haven't heard of Amanda Black or that haven't heard my music. So yes, a tour is in the work, hype work. I love performing. And for me, that's always been the dream, the biggest dream was to perform on the smallest stages, on the biggest stages, just to perform and connect with people like this. Because I mean, when you come out to me and tell me, yo, Amanda Black, I love your album, then go be ting, you know, it's beautiful. But sometimes when I'm on stage and I see and I'm like, man, I was born for the stage. So definitely, man, a lot of shows. I can't wait. This year, for me, 2017, no new album. The album going from us also. We're busy pushing that album now in any way possible we can, just to make it, you know, reachable to every other person who doesn't know how to get it, who doesn't have like the reach to get it. So yeah.
Now, anybody who looks at you is like, oh, Jozi, like she's achieved so much and she's still growing. Like, when's that? Like, what's your rule book to you right here? You know?
Man, yo, my family is a big part of my motivation, man, and believing. I mean, God, man, yo, like believing. You know when you got a goal and you set yourself, and there's a main goal, and I'm looking at it. Obviously, on the road, every now and then there's going to be those things that are like, you know, sometimes it'll be those things that are trying to pull me out. But my family, definitely, they are my motivators. Because a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing is because of them. Because I want to build for me and my family. So for me, music is the way for me to build all of them. which I can't mention, but I see, you know, I've got big dreams, man. I've got big dreams, and then all that I want to do is to inspire people and change people's lives. So, yeah.
Now, I've got a few questions from my friends. One of them is, what's your typical day like?
My typical day? Well, lately, man, it's busy, obviously. Interviews, you know, gigs, which I'll never complain about because I love performing. Typical day in my life. I'm trying to think right now. You know what I'm trying to think of those days when I'm not working, which are very few.
Let's start with the days when you work.
When I work?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes, if I've got a morning interview, I have to get out of bed, cry, because I'm like too early. You know, 7 is still too early for me because I'm like, yo.
Come on, 7.
7! Because you know, I'm used to studio at night, come back around 4, and about 7 is serious. So I'm like, but I mean, on a busy day, man, you know, I wake up, wash, obviously I have to wash, and then I go to my, whatever it is, interview, you know, appearance, events, and then normally they end around, you know, sometimes if they end late, obviously, studio, you know, so, and then, yeah. I'm trying to think of something normal that I do.
Okay, like, let's go to those days where you're not
good sleep.
You sleep. Catch up on that sleep.
Sleep. Oh my gosh. Like, man, then I wake up around 12 and I'm like, yeah. Then I've got a guitar book, so I'll take it and just make noise. You know, yeah. But mostly, yeah, man, yeah. I really can't remember a time when I wasn't busy. Because now I have to remember because those times, but it was not so great. You know, but yeah, man, I'm very grateful, man. We've always, you know, as an artist, you want to be busy because that means you're working towards something. So yeah.
Now you got a unique look of your thing. You look gorgeous, right? Like people want to know, do you style yourself or what kind of style are you out there?
Right now, I mean, I still put together my outfits.
Yeah.
If you're out there, because sometimes it's a lot. Like in the morning, and then to Amanda, wardrobe. But I love it. If I have time, I love it because I like to put together weird, like sometimes I'll come up with a nice outfit.
Maybe there's a career out there for you to style and stuff.
No. No, and obviously the dots that set me apart. Yeah. My Xhosa, you know, decorations. Yeah, it's just a part of me. I started doing it way before I was actually active in the play. It was an everyday thing. Like I'm going to the shop, I've got dogs. And people look at me like, what's happening? Some people come up to Stephanie, what are these dogs? And then even like in the Xhosa, they'll be like, ow, Sakona, but why do you do the dog? Because like, it's, especially around here, it doesn't happen that much. Only people, they go to me charge.
So what are these dogs?
They are Xhosa face paintings.
Like
because in Xhosa, most Xhosa women would do the dots on occasions. Back home, mama, you know, in Balini, they still do. But they put calamine. This is calamine. They put calamine and then, I don't know, man. The significance, I think for me, obviously, is to embrace my culture. And I think even, generally, it is just a way to show about, okay, and that's just the thing that's been done for years and years and years.
Okay. Now, any last words?
Any last words?
Yep.
Well, you didn't mention the awards, did you?
No, I didn't mention the awards. Hey, so many achievements.
No. I wanted to mention them not just to brag, obviously. I mean, hey, she's bragging.
No,
I just wanted to look at the camera. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's supporting and who voted because, man, I'm a new kid on the block. You know, it's my first album and already people just embraced it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. Best R&B single and listener's choice. Thank you guys so much. Don't stop supporting and I won't stop bringing the music. And thank you guys for having me here.
It's a pleasure.
Man, support all the way. Thank you.
And social media, where can people get a hold of you?
So, Amanda Black SA on Twitter, Amanda Black SA on Instagram, and then Amanda Black on Facebook.
No, thanks for being.
Thank you, man.
To join us in Amsterdam. Yeah. It's a wrap from your boy T-Rapz. Ahoy.
Ahoy.